and gentlemen, welcome to the Golden Gauntlet.
The show that may or may not have some improved audio quality or some degraded audio quality in today's episode. We will not actually know until the episode actually airs, so we hope this does much better.
Yeah, testing the waters always sucks, but on the bright side, something that doesn't suck is the fact that today we have an absolute banger of an episode for you guys today, and I for one am very excited to get started with today's fights, especially considering that Gfanatic has shown a very substantial amount of growth for his -1 gameplay. He's still not a professional, but he is much better than he was prior.
Oh, alright, so we're just gonna jump straight into this. Alright, well, let's get started, as Gfanatic is very clearly at the moment engaged in a verbal confrontation at the moment, but in Kaiju Horizon, we all know how fast verbal confrontations can turn into physical ones.
Yep, that is a given, as this player by the name of Bolt Arcs decides to attack Gfanatic out of nowhere using a Showa Gaigen, and actually Gfanatic whiffing a few of his first attacks. Let's hope he can turn this around real quick.
Alright, and nice recovery on Gfanatic's part. However, a lot of that could just be due to the fact that this Gaigen kinda sucks because, let's be honest here, a good Gaigen player would absolutely be punishing the shit out of Gfanatic.
Shit, you ain't kidding. A skilled Gaigen player can be damn scary. Holy fuck.
Unfortunately, this was the best counter that Gfanatic could pull off in this situation, what with the fact that Gaigen's ultimate is ultimately unblockable and can only be dodged, and given the fact that Gfanatic is currently playing as -1, yeah, that wouldn't exactly have worked out too well.
And of fucking course, I would introduce this new player, but considering this is a one-time event of this player attacking Gfanatic, and the next player that is going to be introduced is going to routinely attack him, there's really no point in introducing this one, so let's just go ahead and speed up this footage.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the main antagonist to this particular episode, because this is V-Snails, the Jet Jaguar who just so happens to be so dumb that not only did he accidentally save Gfanatic from this far worse fate than he would suffer otherwise, but he also got caught up in the blast he was trying to capitalize on himself.
I'm sure it'll be fine, PC. I mean, just look at him. Gfanatic isn't being deterred. In fact, I think this is helping him focus a bit more. It sucks, but does help.
the first of many deaths that V-Snails is going to have in this particular video, and immediately followed up by the Bolt bitch again. But no matter, because I'm pretty sure Gfanatic isn't going to complain about the circumstances, considering I have no idea how the Jet Jaguar or V-Snails got so low on health, and I have no idea where the other Godzilla went. World's just full of mysteries and miracles, isn't it?
Good on Gfanatic to keep his head on straight during a situation like this, considering the fact that 1, he's fighting a Jet Jaguar, and 2, that Jet Jaguar is teaming up against him. Annoying ass little bastards.
Well, as we can plainly see, there is some infighting going on amongst the opponents, however, that is only temporary. And now Gfanatic can only focus on V-Snails, for the time being, of course. I stand corrected. Fucking sake.
And just like that, V-Snails is dead once again, however not for long, rest assured. And unfortunately, Gfanatic is a little too caught up in the moment to realize that, oh, yep, here he comes.
I think it's pretty safe to assume that Gfanatic is getting pretty fed up with this kid, but unfortunately he does have to keep up the defensive because V-Snails, and as you will soon see, even more people are going to be coming to get that ass. Unfortunately, Gfanatic doesn't really have a counter strategy against what's coming, but for the meantime, he can at least hold his ground against one of these guys.
For the time being, Gfanatic is actually making use of an offensive strategy against his Jet Jaguar opponent, V-Snails, and, well, for the time being it seems to be working, primarily because of the fact that V-Snails, well, kinda sucks, but there's no telling if it's gonna be enough.
Out of pure desperation, we have V-Snails adopting the single most infuriating strategy in all of gaming, and that is to run away from their opponent, attack them with the exact same attack, and just run away until that attack recharges. How this is a fun strategy, and how you don't just want to shut off your controller and just leave at that point is beyond me, but I guess the inferior life forms do need some form of entertainment in their life.
Holy fuck, he's finally dead! Unfortunately, however, Gfanatic cannot celebrate as, well, there are really no words to describe what happens next.
Holding off and trying to counter a Kiryu who's attacking you while you're at less than half health is already hard enough, but then add on top of that the fact that you are now the target for pretty much 3 of the biggest haters you have in the server. Yeah, I don't see how Gfanatic's getting out of this one.
To the absolute bitter end. Say what you will, but Gfanatic won in this scenario. He may have died at the end, but he was able to hold off all 3 of these fuckers for at least a short amount of time, and he got one of them so mad for killing him 3 times before that he was targeting him with a bunch of friends.
Say what you will, but getting so pissed off and obsessed over killing one guy that you essentially have to gang up on him to win, yeah, you're basically the loser of that fight, both physically and mentally. However, unfortunately, that is all we really have time for today.
Are you serious? That's where we're ending this?
Yep, unfortunately there's no more footage of this particular fight as, well, you know, don't exactly imagine Gfanatic would have wanted to stay in a server where there were 3 people who were trying to kill him.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Anyway, that's all we have time for today, apparently. However, don't worry, because we will be back next week with yet another episode of the Golden Gauntlet, where Gfanatic has to face down, once again, another opponent just like V-Snails. See you then.
Yeah, V-Snails, get some help, bud. You need it.
Where you going? There you go.